All right. Thank you very much for being here, finding time to join us on this session. Always excited to have you. So, once again, we're here on an urgent mission. The urgent mission on ensuring that you and your family do not miss out of Bitcoin. I'm sure you know ABC. Today, you're going to hear me repeat this. You know ABC. Are you mining BTC? If you know ABC, then you should be mining BTC because the ABC of the blockchain is BTC. The future of wealth is BTC. This presentation is just meant to show you the urgency of the times and why you have to become a participant in this amazing life-changing technology. Oh, well, this webinar is just to take you to the heart of Bitcoin. Without getting too technical, we're going to show you why Bitcoin is the father coin, mother coin, and why you need to focus on it. So, why Bitcoin? Why mining? Why not just buy and hold? Why mining? And why now? I'm thrilled to introduce you to a powerful mining platform, a platform designed to simplify your entry into the exciting domain of Bitcoin mining. It is the dawn of a golden age. Bitcoin is the beginning of decentralized finance. No matter what anybody tells you about DeFi, the word DeFi is becoming very, very popular, but all of that would not be possible without Bitcoin. So, decentralized finance was made possible by Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the world's only truly decentralized technology. It is the only blockchain asset that nobody knows the owner, the creator. Nobody can shut it down. It is the only blockchain asset that nobody can shut down. In fact, because of Bitcoin's dominance, because of Bitcoin's power, because of Bitcoin's impregnable potentials, its persistence, despite government attack, despite attack by all sorts of people to bring it down, it couldn't be shut down because nobody knew how to shut down the nodes. Nobody knows where those nodes are. Where are all the nodes? Nobody knows. This is why it is important for you to know any other coin that you have, those coins can be shut down. The owners are known. Those coins can be brought down. Bitcoin is the only coin that nobody knows how it is created, who created it physically, locating the owner to get information to shut it down. It is because of Bitcoin that all other coins, alternative coins, were allowed to come in, propagate, and reduce the dominance of Bitcoin. So you need to understand, Bitcoin is the world's first truly decentralized digital currency. It is the beginning of the blockchain, the technology that nobody can shut down. It has stood the test of time. Some people called it rat poison when it was created, but today billionaires have been made through Bitcoin. But do you know how many Bitcoins will ever be created? Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever be created. So Bitcoin is going to be the scarcest thing in the world with so much value. I need you to understand why, despite our busy schedules, why, despite so many things going on, we have to find time to bring this presentation to you. I want you to thank whoever brought you to this presentation. I want you to thank whoever introduced it to you. It is a case of urgency. The world is embracing Bitcoin. The world is adopting it. It's respected now. President Donald Trump says he wants the United States to be the headquarters of Bitcoin. In other words, he wants as many people as possible to own Bitcoin. And that has made the price of Bitcoin to keep going and soaring higher, from just a few hundred cents, hovering over $100,000 today. Now, I went to ChatGPT and I asked the question, how many Bitcoin have been mined? And ChatGPT responded as at September 3rd, 2025, this is the figure, about 19.92 million BTC are already minted, already in existence. That means we have just 21 million, out of 21 million Bitcoin, 19.92 have been created. 94% almost 95% of the BTC that will ever be created, 94.8% have been created already. Just 1.1 million BTC is left. This technology that the world looked down upon, that has become the backbone of the blockchain, this technology that is projected to get to $1 million, this technology is still a technology that many families don't have any possession of. Many families don't even have any Bitcoin. Bitcoin is so scarce, is so rare, but is the number one asset that nobody can shut down. Now, my question to you, does your family have BTC? In other words, I'm asking you, does your family know ABC? And you might wonder, I'm asking you because the beginning of the blockchain is BTC. The ABC of the blockchain is BTC. It is the only coin that will fire up and reach $1 million. If your family has no BTC reserves, you're about to miss out because 94%, 94.8% of the entire world's ever to be produced BTC has already been created. You are already late to the party. This presentation is to inspire in you the urgency that you need to grab your own piece of the 1.1 million BTC left. Please stop whatever you're doing and pay attention to this presentation, because opportunity to change your financial life exists everywhere. It depends on where you choose to look. You might have been chasing so many coins, looking for the ones that will pump, dump, pump. You might have been doing all of that, but I want you to understand this. There's a reason why countries all over the world are going for BTC. Your family has to know ABC. If you don't have BTC, it means in your generation to come, they will ask you, Daddy, why did you not know ABC? Mommy, why did you not know ABC of the blockchain? And you say you did not go to blockchain school. They say, what's the use of all the education you've gone for? I'm spending a few minutes here to emphasize the urgency of this presentation. But why is mining so important? Well, let me take you a little bit explain what mining is. Mining is not trading. Mining is the engine of the blockchain network. Mining is critical to the blockchain's infrastructure. It is mining that powers the entire blockchain. So there are tens of thousands of nodes powering the Bitcoin blockchain. There is always a democratic election between which of the nodes will be the leader. The leader of that blockchain is promoted every 10 minutes. Yes, that block time, 10 minutes block time, the time it takes to, write a block, every 10 minutes, one leader is elected on the blockchain. It is a democratic process based on proof of work algorithm. It is an election that cannot be rigged. The proof of work means that the leader that is elected, the node that will mine that blockchain, that Bitcoin, has solved a mathematical problem. It has solved a problem, and so the blockchain rewards it. So these nodes are contributing to validation of Bitcoin transaction, security of the blockchain. Also, they get Bitcoin rewards, right? And we are offering you an opportunity to become a part of the backbone of the Bitcoin blockchain. When you become a miner, you become a shareholder of the Bitcoin blockchain. All right? And so it's important for you to appreciate. It's different from trading. Trading means, oh, you buy Bitcoin, you take some Bitcoin, buy another coin. If it goes up, you'll be stressing yourself trying to trade. Most people can't trade. And if you decide to buy a coin, that means the number of Bitcoins you have will not change if you just buy and hold. And we're going to come to that in a moment. So I need you to understand that mining is critical to Bitcoin because mining secures Bitcoin. And because of that, the miners are rewarded. So it's urgent that you start now and seize the moment, because every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that is given to miners is halved. Every 4 years, the Bitcoin that is circulated from mining is halved. So you have to get started now before the next Bitcoin halving. And you get ahead of the people who are here yet to come, people who don't even know to take this seriously. You have to get ahead of them and start Bitcoin mining. There's a reason why Bitcoin mining is not common. It's not actually that easy, and I'll show you that in a moment. The rising hash rate is going to be crazy because the difficulty of mining Bitcoin is going to keep getting harder and harder and harder. All right. And of course, you want to take advantage of the post-halving surges. Whenever there's halving, prices of Bitcoin will go up. So you need to mine before the next halving. All right. You need to mine before the next halving and position yourself for continuous mining. You see that remaining 1 point, that remaining 1 point something Bitcoin that is possible, you want to grab it. You want to make sure your family has a portion out of it. That is the race for Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin, will help you. So this is what I mean. Inflation is always skyrocketing. People's financial power is dwindling. So how can you make sure that your children and even the generation unborn actually benefit financially? That is by having some Bitcoin. So this session I'm having with you, it's not about having Bitcoin that you will go use to buy snacks and just eat up the next moment. That's not what this session is about. This session is about having a piece of that Bitcoin pie and holding on to it and making sure your family, for the sake of your kids, just have some Bitcoin so that before they reach adulthood, over the next 15, 20 years, that your family is say, okay, this is some Bitcoin and this is the result. So which part of it do you want to use to set yourself up? And they take a little part and leave for the next generation. So let me tell you this. What I'm going to show you, you're going to be making Bitcoin. The wallet you're going to put that Bitcoin, make sure you don't use it for airdrops. Make sure you don't use it for airdrops. You're going to create a separate wallet and you're going to use that wallet for saving Bitcoin until you get a physical storage for your Bitcoin. All right. So this is a very, very important thing. It's about generational wealth transfer. So the platform MyMining, which you're going to, fully get introduced to in a moment, it's a platform that makes mining seamless, easy, plug and play, affordable. I mean, anybody can come in and I will show you why they really have made it so super easy. So imagine getting Bitcoin earnings every single day. Every single day you're making Bitcoin. Every single day. So MyMining makes that possible. And it makes it possible for the big man and the small man to come in. Most people who are trading, they only know dollar cost averaging when the market is going against them. Oh, you buy low, you want to sell high, but the market is going against you, it's dipping. So you keep buying the more the price dips. No, when it comes to Bitcoin, you dollar cost average as Bitcoin price rises. In other words, you're interested in mining and mining and mining, and as the prices keep getting higher for Bitcoin, you keep mining. When the price retraces, you keep mining. When it pumps again, you keep mining. This is what we're here to introduce to you. So MyMining simplifies everything. There's a reason why many people they're not mining. They don't have mining rigs. There's a reason. It's expensive. You can go do your research. How much does it cost to set up a mining rig? It's expensive. You don't have to bother about setting up a machine. You don't have to bother about that. Do you know that you need to cool the machine? Because if the machine gets really hot, it can't really perform. It is proof of work. The machine is going to be doing some work. So you're not going to have to bother about cooling systems. MyMining takes care of all that. You don't have to bother about high electricity bills because these machines have to be up constantly draining electricity. You don't have to bother about that because MyMining takes care of that for you. And when there's a need for maintenance, come on, that's none of your headache. MyMining takes care of all that. So the time for action is now. Don't miss out. My next few slides are going to take you deep into MyMining. As I go through those slides, I need you to understand, if you miss rewards, you are missing Bitcoin. You are missing the Bitcoin that you will give to your family. Over time, you already understand this. Over time, BTC is going to get scarce. And that is why a few presidents and world leaders understand this. And that is why they just want to make sure their country citizens buy as much Bitcoins as possible. No matter how you hate the president of the United States, Donald Trump, he understands this. And that's why he says, please buy Bitcoin. Many countries are now calling it strategic Bitcoin reserves. Strategic Bitcoin reserves. Because it's strategic, there's only a few quantity left. Are you going to miss out? Maximize your gains. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be ready to sign up for my mining opportunity immediately after this presentation. But let's get right into it by showing you the wonderful and beautiful Bitcoin mining simplified and automated system that makes mining accessible to everyone. Imagine having a computer, you have to be pouring cold water, ice water. You put ice block near it to cool it down. All of that, no stress for you. My mining makes all of this possible. All right, so just as a way to remind you that this presentation it's not for financial advice. We're just showing you what we see is working. Members of our team went to locate the rigs where they're located and they verified everything, but still you have to do your own due diligence because this is not financial advice. Of course, we've taken you through a lot of things. I told you about what Bitcoin is doing. You already know that Bitcoin is always growing year on year. Even with the dip, when it crashes, it always goes higher and higher and higher and higher. So, this is just an opportunity for you to become a part of something that is going to change your financial story. There's always a debate, mining versus buying. Is it better for me to be trading Bitcoin? Because that's the first thing somebody's going to tell you. Just go buy Bitcoin, let it rise 20%. You buy, you sell. Keep doing that. Well, when you buy Bitcoin, you're exposed to market volatility and you do not generate passive income because you have to be trading, you have to be trading, you have to be trading. And if you're not trading, you're not making money. And while the market is going against you, somebody who is mining is already generating profits. All right? And when you mine, you are now a part of the blockchain, a shareholder of the blockchain, because you see the sustainable long-term option of being a miner. So if you're a trader, don't just tell yourself, oh, I'll just be trading Bitcoin. All right. When you're a miner, you're contributing to the security of the network, and the network will pay you. Mining is even good for many people because most people can't even afford to, buy. BTC is so expensive. One BTC is over $100,000. Most people can't afford that. So how can you put in some money and allow the mining process to take charge and generate massive wealth for you over and over again, over and over again, beyond even the money you put in? That is why we are here. If you put in $1,000 today to buy BTC, how much BTC are you going to get? If you put in $10,000 to buy BTC, okay, how much BTC are you going to get? But if you put in that same amount of money into some mining tools with my mining, and the mining continues, trust me, you're going to get back that BTC amount that you wanted, that you would have bought initially, and you're going to make much more. And it's going to be done passively. So I really want you to start thinking about being a participant in the mining process so that your BTC will continue to be with you. So that when it's time to write the exam of who knows ABC in blockchain, your family will pass the exam because you know ABC. That is because you bought BTC. But if you don't have BTC, it means you don't know ABC. Ladies and gentlemen, you know ABC, right? So are you mining BTC? I really think about that. All right, so the model of my mining is just to make this accessible, the mining process very accessible. It's to make sure your funds are safe. It's to make sure you can monitor your operations in real time via BTC. Is a platform that is a major mining block. See via BTC. Most people say we're mining BTC, but they don't even know what via BTC is. When you become a part of my mining, you will know what via BTC is because your mining will be coming from the mining block of via BTC. So when you get your payment from my mining, you just hop back several steps, trace the transaction. You will see that your transaction is coming from the main block of the Bitcoin earned from via BTC. This is a very, very important confirmation of the activity. Most of the platforms that are doing Bitcoin mining, they call it Bitcoin mining, they're just sharing money, BTC, doing a Ponzi scheme, moving BTC around. All right. So if you trace the transactions, you see that it's not coming from any major Bitcoin mining block. So, but with my mining, We get our BTC, and you can monitor everything, and it's really a very profitable activity. So these are the people behind my mining. You have the founder, Alexander Gachik, something, and you have another Alexander Martinovic, who's the founding partner, and you have the CNO, the VP of Latin American markets, right? Hikam and Adderley. So these are the guys behind my mining, and they want to help you and me easily access the mining machines that are located in various parts of the world, like the one verified by members of the team in Abu Dhabi. So this is a real Bitcoin mining infrastructure company. We're partnering with real Bitcoin mining infrastructure companies located all over the world. This is an opportunity that we should have had over 10 years ago. This is an opportunity that we should have had much, much earlier. But nobody told us, and there was no easy way to really mine this BTC. So protected transactions is what you're going to get with my mining. You're going to see there's constant audits that you can see via BTC here. You're going to be working closely with technologies and security firms, really, really making sure that your transactions are safe. So remember, Bitcoin is about security, it's about data permanence, it's about non-repudiation of data, and you have all that in stock. So let's get right to it. How can you participate in this system? How can you benefit for you, your family? Remember, you're not just buying BTC for yourself. Let's get that clear. You're not just buying BTC for yourself. You're buying BTC for the sake of your kids and the kids unborn. Even the kids that your kids will have. You want to have BTC for them. This is the last chance for you to own BTC via mining. All right, so you have various memberships. But let me tell you right from the back, right from the get-go, these memberships are lifetime memberships. Okay? They're not yearly memberships. The basic membership, professional membership, elite membership, these are lifetime memberships. Okay, once in a while, the platform might run a promotion, making some huge discount over some things, and then they'll require $29 subscription just for those promotions. But you don't even need those promotions. Membership gives you access to what we call mining cards, power cards. All right. So you have the basic membership that is $99, and you have the professional membership that is $429, and you have the elite membership of $999. So if we're just going to sum it up, that's like $100, $430, and $1,000. So you decide where you are comfortable with. You can start your journey with just $100, $99. What does your membership give you? Of course, you get access to the back office, but most importantly is that you get access to power cards. These power cards are chunks of the mining machine's power. All right. On the mining rig, there are mining machines, and you are getting a chunk of the power of that machine by purchasing that card. Okay. So when you come in with the $99, account, you are telling yourself, okay, I'm a low player. I don't really have much funds. I just want to have 6 power cards. That's a great starting point. Now, one power card costs $200. So 6 power cards will cost you about $1,200. Okay? So you can keep buying one power card after another until you buy your 6 power cards. At that point, you can decide to upgrade to the professional membership, which unlocks more power cards. So the professional membership, which we encourage you to go for, is $429. This gives you access to 30 power cards. Yes, 30 power cards. All right. So this is huge. So if you buy this subscription, you can buy up to $6,000. Yeah, will get you the power cards. So each power card is a chunk of the mining rig's mining machine power. So you're saying I want to buy 30 power cards. That means you're going to be generating 30 times what a person with one card is generating. Remember, it's a race for BTC. All right? It is a race for the remaining BTC. So even if you start with the $99 package, you keep buying one power card after the next, that's fine. But you want to quickly acquire as much power cards as you financially can afford. Just get started, and within 180 days, make sure you buy a power card at least. Then you buy the next power card, you buy the next power card, you buy the next power card, and keep going. Each power card means you are generating BTC and you understand ABC, blockchain ABC. All right. Now, the elite membership is $1,000, and this is where people who mean business, who are ready to grab BTC, these guys can have up to 80 power cards. All right. So it's your choice. You want to do 6 power cards, 30 power cards, 80 power cards. Where is your financial muscle? You can just buy according to that slot. So we highly recommend you come up with a system that will allow you to buy at least 30 power cards. Now, you don't have to bother buying them all at once. You can just, within 180 days, buy one, then buy the next one. Just know you're going to keep buying. And as you buy, those power cards keep generating BTC. Remember, your reward is BTC, becoming a shareholder of the Bitcoin blockchain via the power cards. So that's your membership. This is one of the most important slides. This is your membership, and those are the amount of power cards that you can get. Once again, what's the importance of the power card? The power card is a chunk of the mining power of the Bitcoin machines located in Abu Dhabi and different parts of the world. When you have that power card, you get rewarded by BTC with BTC because BTC is the ABC. If you know ABC, you should know BTC. The question is, are you mining BTC? All right, so that's just a quick summary. With the My Mining Power cards, you are purchasing real mining power without the need to invest in expensive equipment or worry about technical maintenance. All right, and the power card costs $50 and gives you approximately 50 terahash per contract. All right, so the more Bitcoin becomes difficult, you are positioned for scalability. The more power cards that you buy. Okay. All right, so my mining combines crypto education with mining. So this is not just all about mining. As you go on this journey with us, the platform is launching its educational platform because you're going to be learning lots about the Bitcoin network. You probably don't even know anything about consensus algorithm. You don't know proof of work, proof of stake. You don't know any of those blockchain differences and definitions. The platform is going to do this. So anyone can generate passive income in BTC through flexible memberships and the use of power cards without needing technical knowledge. All right, and there are regular audits on this platform. So, what are the 3 simple steps you have to take? Go ahead, choose a plan. All right, choose a plan out of the 3 plans. Buy your power card. Start with 1 power card, then add the next. Add the next. The more power cards you have, the more ABC of the blockchain you can generate, the more BTC you can generate. All right, and you receive your profits daily according to the mining energy and the results generated from the blockchain. So, we encourage you to invite your friends. Okay, you can just mine alone without telling anybody anything. That's true. But when you find out the power of BTC and the short limitation in the remaining BTC, you have to tell your friends. The reason why you and I, some of us, don't have BTC today is because nobody has told us, come, this is how you mine. Nobody has been diligent enough to say, come, sit down, start mining. And when you mine, don't eat it. Some people had gotten BTC in the past when it was way, way, way cheaper, but they used their BTC to buy peanut butter. All right. They used their BTC to buy peanut butter or pizza, and BTC is gone. They felt BTC was not that important. Today they regret with their life. All right. Because they did not understand ABC. When you don't understand ABC of the blockchain, you will look down on BTC. And when you look down on BTC, you live a life of regrets because you will not have USDT to meet your day-to-day needs. So we are telling you, be a part of my mining and understand the ABC of the blockchain, which is BTC. Start mining BTC so that tomorrow, when your family needs resources, you can now convert to BTC and really enjoy your life. That is the model of my mining. There's a powerful compensation plan. We're not going to be going into all of those details because we don't want this meeting to be extraordinarily long, but I could probably show you a couple of things. But overall, this is what you need to know. You have the direct bonus for everybody you bring into the system. You get part of the money, 10% for the memberships. All right. So for every membership purchased, you get about 10%. All right. And you have a binary bonus. So from your weaker team or your power leg, you're going to be earning income. So this is a binary structure. Okay. Now let me tell you something. There's what is called the power card residual. That means from the power cards Bitcoin generated, BTC, they're going to earn commission on the BTC people are earning. So as people are making BTC, you are getting BTC, additional BTC that is beyond the BTC generated by your mining cards, by your power cards. So you bring in people, you earn USDT, direct bonus from the membership subscriptions, and from the membership subscriptions too, you earn USDT through the power leg. So direct bonus is USDT, binary bonus USDT. All right, those are from the membership purchases. But then you are mining BTC. As your team is mining BTC, you're also generating additional BTC. So that is residual income. And the matching bonus, there's also the matching bonus. So these are some of the network, uh, team building bonuses that you can benefit. If I take you directly to the My Mining deck, you're going to be able to see breakdown of these various team income. All right. Like I said, direct membership, 10%. Anybody you bring into My Mining, they buy their membership, start mining, you get 10%. All right. So if somebody comes in with buys the $999 package, you get $99. Super easy to understand. Of course, you have the binary functionality. All right. So remember, the power leg is a weaker leg. You want to be building both legs, and you get residual income from the power leg. All right. So you have the binary bonuses and the various ranks. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this, but there's also a career in this. Now, earn from your team's BTC production. That is what we're talking about. Each person in your network with an active power card mines BTC automatically on a weekly basis. 10% of the BTC generated by power cards is added to your binary volume, and you earn 10% of the BTC volume produced by your lower performing team. So when you build a team with My Mining, as your team earns BTC, as that power leg, that weaker team is earning BTC, you're also generating additional income via BTC. And of course, there's more and more income to be earned from across generations, starting from director rank. You can be earning commissions from the generation 1 to generation 4 for those who are focused team builders. These are just some of the ranks that you can get as you progress in the system from director rank. All right, you get an iPhone 16, MacBook Pro, and regional director, you go for a retreat. National director, $20,000 cash. Oh my God. The vice president, get a Rolex of $40,000. Senior vice president, you get a luxury car of $70,000. Ambassador, $100,000 cash. So remember, the goal of this platform is for you to mine BTC and consistently be mining BTC instead of taking $10,000 to buy BTC. Instead of taking $10,000 or $20,000 or $50,000 to buy BTC, you want to take that BTC, you want to take that money and position yourself. Even if it means opening an account for your family members, put that in power cards. Those power cards will generate those same amount of BTC and even more over time. If you are able to buy $50,000 worth of BTC today, can you buy another $50,000 tomorrow? If yes, fine. But at the end of the day, with that same amount of money, you're just getting maybe one BTC. But if you put attention and buy the power cards, you can keep generating more BTC and more BTC and more BTC beyond that money you would have used to buy the BTC. Remember, it's about ABC of the blockchain. Do you know ABC? If you know ABC, then you should understand BTC. And mining BTC is better than just buying out BTC. All right, so this is just long-term focus is we want you to receive passive income through power cards. Our short-term focus, build a team, make money, but don't forget the long-term focus, which is you yourself being a beneficiary of Bitcoin. All right, so we want to share this news with our community. We want to encourage you to tell your friends. Most people don't bother educating people about BTC. And that is why many of us today don't have BTC. But when you get your BTC, remember, you want to make sure that you keep that BTC. If you want to spend 10% of it, 20% of it, that's fine. But the chunk of that money is meant for your next generation, for wealth creation. When BTC hits $1 million, you'll be a testimony. You will say, oh, yes, I made sure I benefited from BTC by joining MyMining, who had partnership with via BTC. And we were able to understand and create wealth because we understand the ABC of the blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go on this journey with us. Appreciate that you can build a team, make lots of money, grow your income, but it's all about legacy. It's all about creating financial breakthrough for you, your family, for the long haul by grabbing as much ABC there is on the blockchain. Yes, by possessing BTC. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for action. Get back to whoever invited you to this meeting. Sign up with a membership and begin buying your power cards. Begin buying your power cards. BTC is being hustled. Let me use that time, permits me to use that term. The hustling for BTC is high. Do not be distracted. You want to have as much as that coin, as much of that coin as possible over the next decade. MyMining is the partnership that's going to create that breakthrough. See you at the top. I wish you success.